What's going on, fellow Walking Dead fans? This is Solid Dave Snake, bringing back the Walking Dead TV Series 7 action figure reviews, with now finally having Walgreens release the exclusive Rick Grimes that they had from Series 7. And let me just say it right off the bat, Walgreens and Target really mishandled these two exclusives from this Series 7. And I'm just glad it's all finally done and over with. And I have my two, but I really hope they don't get any more exclusives, because they really missed the calendar release date from when these were supposed to come out. And just another heads up for everybody watching this video right now, my viewpoints on this action figure aren't necessarily the best. And I'm going to give my personal opinions on this action figure, but I'm also going to try to be a little unbiased too, because I know a lot of people were looking forward to this action figure, and rightfully so, especially if you missed out on the Walking Dead TV Series 1 Rick Grimes action figure, because this is basically the same Rick Grimes, only with that Walking Dead TV Series 2 Rick Grimes head sculpt. So he does have the hat, which a lot of people were happy about, but if you're a subscriber to my channel, you'll probably know that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of reusing molds, and haven't been a fan with a lot of the figures from these so-called flashback series up to this date. The new Herschel's pretty good with the flu mask. I do like him, and I like how they are moving on with the Series 7.5. I like what they're doing with those three figures. That Woodbury Assault Rick, the Gravedigger Daryl, and Flu Zombie. I like what they're doing with those. But in the past, I'm not a fan of them. And just to give you a quick explanation, I'll show you on the back here. Originally, this Rick Grimes and the Herschel Green with flu mask were supposed to be a separate flashback series outside of this Series 7. They were supposed to be released before Series 7 came out. Kind of like how the Shane Walsh with a hat flashback figure was released, and then the following Michonne with the fish tanks, RV Zombie, and the single-carded Daryl Dixon from the Daryl with Chopper bike set. It was supposed to be like those, only Mcfarlane kind of dissolved the flashback series and just absorbed these two characters into Series 7 as exclusives. And it looks like that flashback name is totally dissolved, because they're continuing the next figures that were supposed to be flashback figures as the Series 7.5 figures. But all in all, I may do a separate video sometime on the flashbacks, because technically at Mcfarlane, they don't even call them Flashback or Series 7.5. They have always been called the Walking Dead Solid Series whenever they reuse these body molds. But, alright, I'm going to quit rambling on about the flashbacks and about the history of this figure and just get right into them now. And this Rick Grimes is pretty much, like I said, the same exact Rick Grimes from the TV Series 1. He comes with all the same accessories except for two. He does not come with the shotgun that was originally released with that Series 1 Rick Grimes, or the hand grenade. And his regular handgun is a different color. However, the Colt is exactly the same. But I'm going to bring in that Series 1 Rick Grimes just to do some comparisons here. But let me show off some of his accessories first. Comes with that same baseball bat that Series 1 Rick came with, and nothing too special about it, but it's always nice to get some more accessories. And it was very fitting for this figure, since this was the very first weapon he used to kill Walker. And then we have his radio that he was trying to contact Morgan with. And it's exactly the same. Nice little detail with the buttons and number readout right here. Even looks like it has a clip on the back. And the antenna. So I thought that was a really neat accessory when it was first released. And then I'm going to pull them both up here to show you the differences in the handguns. It is a totally different handgun and painted different as well. I really like that one that came with the original Rick, with the black and a little bit of silver coming through, making it look weathered. So I like that original pistol a little better. But the revolver is exactly the same. I'll pull it out and show you. And just like with the original, it fits real nice in that holster. So pretty nice accessories, a little light compared to the original release, but all in all not too shabby. And while I have this one out, let's take a close look at their overall body, since they have the same body, and see what the differences are here. And you can probably see instantly that this older one has a cleaner outfit than this new one. The new one almost has a muddier look even on his skin too. And even the bottoms look a little dirty and darker than the previous release. So there is a slight detail, or a slight difference in the detail of the paint here. Logos on the side are the same for the sheriff department. And here is the head that this Rick Grimes takes from the Series 2. And as you can see, they are the same. However, this new one is a little darker. And the eyes on this new one aren't painted as well. Some of them are really bad. On the Facebook group, the Walking Dead action figures and memorabilia, I've seen some really bad Ricks of this new one. Some real cross-eyed, derpy looking Ricks. But even the hat, the colors are a little different on the tassel and logo up there. So, I'll give you one last close look at this Rick. Try to get up in close to his face before I go over the articulation. And the articulation is identical to that original, but since it's been so long since I reviewed it, I might as well just go over this one. And you can see that the eyes are a little off. He's looking to the right as well. So, this Rick Grimes, for Series 1, I thought he had pretty decent articulation. Of course, the articulation is a lot different now, so this may seem a little outdated, but he does have the ball joint at the head, which would get full rotation. You could force it, but his collar kind of gets in the way. And you can tilt him from side to side, or have him look that far down, or that far up. And he's got the ball socket and hinge here at the shoulders, which will get full rotation and go pretty good ways up. And he does have a single hinged elbow, which will go up to about 90 degrees and back straight. And he's got the peg and hinge on the wrist, which will rotate all the way around and get a little bit of movement in and out. Not as much as the newer released figures. And at the waist, hold on, I thought the old one had a cut there. Let me check. Oh no. Nope, no cut at the waist. Okay, I thought he did for some reason. But he does have cuts at both hips, which mine are still really stiff on there. This one will move good though. And he has cuts at the upper thigh, which they are stiff on mine as well. But if you don't have it lined up right, the line on the pants isn't going to match up. He has single hinge knees, which won't go totally 90 degrees. Will go back straight. And the feet are very restricted, but they are on a ball joint. So you can get some rotation out of them, help them stand. So all in all, I'm not a big fan of this release, but you guys know I'm a completist, so of course I was going to pick them up. But if you didn't get that first TV Series 1 Rick Grimes, I do recommend picking up this action figure. Because that first Series 1 Rick Grimes goes for big bucks now. He floats in between $150 and $200 now. So this is a good cheap way to get that original figure, especially if you're not worried about having them in box and just having these figures loose. So alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and stay tuned because I will have the Series 7 exclusive Flu Mask Herschel Green review coming up next. So I'll catch you then guys. Later.